Hey, guess who? Guess what? Yes, I am doing solo Mahj again. Yeah, I am. But this time I'm doing what I said I would do, where I'm going to speed it up just a little bit. And this time I have not like staged tiles or anything like that, but I've staged them to where I can pick up 3 at a time quickly, so to make this video not 20 minutes long. So they're to my left with the backs facing me, so I can grab 3 at a time and then set down in front of the camera shot. But I'm calling this video a solo Mahj simulation. It's going to be a simulation. I'm going to do 2 things in here that I haven't done before. So, well, number one, I'm going to, right away, I thought to myself, if you're learning Mahjong, in my opinion, one of the best ways to learn and get started is to do a hand that is all one suit. Just to get started, to get your toes wet. So I thought, let's force this hand. Let's force this hand. Let's force this rack of tiles into a hand. So I thought, let's do BAMs. I don't have a ton of them, but I've got more BAMs than anything else. So I'm doing the Charleston. And if you've never heard of the Charleston, it's a pass and receive, 3 and 3 and 3. And it really helps mix up the tiles, and it helps you fine tune your hand in the direction you want to go. So I've just passed, let's just say we passed to the right, I received from the left, I've passed over, I've received from over, I've passed to the left, I'm receiving from the left now. So that's the Charleston. You're going to pass right, over, left, and then when you do the second Charleston, you're going to do left, over, right. So you saw when I put the tiles on the rack initially, to the right, you see that blue joker to the right? That was in my initial draw. That is legal. But you see in the Charleston, I just put a joker up on the rack. That is a mistake, and I corrected it. In a previous video, a few videos back, I'm explaining in the video that you never pass a joker in the Charleston. As I'm saying it, Mio plopped a joker right up there on the rack. Now, when I posted the video, I immediately posted a comment, hey, I am so dumb. And right there, you just saw me take them off the rack. I'm throwing them in the bag. I'm drawing 2 more. So I immediately commented that, I'm such a dummy. I made a mistake. I did not mean to put those jokers on there. And even though I had that comment right there, big as a Buick, I still got a comment, weren't you supposed to put the jokers back in the... Yes, that's why I posted the comment. I made a mistake. My bad. So I think we're completing the Charleston here, either that or throwing that joker back in the bag, either that or I'm coming up on the courtesy pass. So my shot doesn't get all 14 tiles in there. So once I get the ones I'm going to discard, like those on the right, I'm just going to set them down on the tabletop to get them out of my, so I can have a nice close tight view of the rack so you can see. And as I do this voiceover, I'm going to walk back in there and get my Mahjong card so I can go over it as I do this voiceover. I have a Mahjong card, and I'm looking at that top line. If you don't know, most of the times the line on the left is the lower numbers, the line on the right is the higher numbers. My BAMs that I had on the rack are more in the higher numbers, so I chose to do the line on the right hand side. So I usually have a Mahjong card at my work desk, at my recliner, and on the dining table, and I forgot to bring it with me. Plus I gave one away to somebody that asked for it. So here I am. I think I'm starting the game, and I'm moving those discards off just so that I can have a good view for you. So when you see me draw 1 tile, that is my draw. When you see me drop down 3, you know that those are the tiles of my opponents that I'm doing a simulation playing my opponents. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do something in this game where to explain something. So here I am drawing for my 3 opponents. It's a 1 bird bam. We're doing the higher numbers, so we don't need a 1 bam. That's a 9 bam. We need that, but we cannot claim that. Keep in mind, these are the discards of my opponents. I need 4 9 bams. I don't have enough to claim that. You see my 0 I made, so I have to keep in mind with my thumble fingers, there's 4 of everything. I need 4, and there goes 1. So now I'm going to have to hope I have a lot of jokers. That was my draw of an east wind. We only want bams. Bams 5 through 9. So here's the 3 of my opponents. We got a green dragon. We're looking for bams. There's a 6 bam. We need him. We need 3 6 bams, and we can take him because we have 1 6 bam and a joker. So we're going to plop that sucker up there, and then I'm going to discard and go on to my next opponent's tile that I have right there, and that is a 3 bam. We need 5 through 9 bam. So now I'm going to draw for myself. Woohoo! Love drawing a joker, so I'm going to discard and draw for my 3 opponents. Green dragon. We need 5 through 9 bam. Was that a 5 dot? I moved it so fast. And a north wind. Now let's draw for us. See, I'm going a little bit faster. Red dragon, discard, go for my 3 opponents' tiles. Cannot claim a discarded joker. West wind. This happens all the time. 9, there's 4 9 bams. We need 4. There goes 2. They're gone. So at this point, I'm like, I might have a dead hand. I was like, what am I going to, so I'm pausing here. So I'm like, what am I going to do? I really want to show you guys, a guided play to help you get comfortable with choosing a hand and a direction to go to. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just press forward. You never know. Maybe I'll get, that's a 6 crack for me. Now let's draw for my 3 opponents. Maybe I'll get enough jokers, or at the very least, this is an exercise, and I'm going to do an exercise for y'all to understand something. Of course, you're probably pros by now. So now let's draw for myself. A 6 crack. We do not need a 6 crack. Now keep in mind, you can't see it from the camera angle, but on the exposure table, I have a 6 bam, a joker, and a 6 bam. So that joker is wide open for anybody who could do a joker exchange. So if an opponent has a 6 bam that they don't need, they can trade it with me for that joker. And I'm going to do that simulation on this video just so you can see. There's a 2 bam. We need 5 through 9. A flower. I think that was an 8 crack. Now I'm drawing for myself. An 8 bam. We need an 8 bam. We need a pong of 8 bam. Pong is 3, Kong is 4. So I'm putting that little darling on my rack and discarding. Now I'm drawing for my 3 opponents. One of my opponents drew a south wind. Don't need it. One drew a 3 dot. I almost said puppy dog paw. One drew a 9 crack. Don't need it. So let's draw for ourselves now. Yay! I couldn't believe that. I was like, I'm hoping, you never know, maybe I'll get the other 2 9 bams. Taking stock, we've got a pair of 5s. We got a pong of 6s on the rack. We have a pair of 7s. We need a pong of 8s. We need a Kong of 9s. That's what I was just tapping. And that 7 bam to the far right, that's going to be discard because I had 3. I only needed a pair. There is a 6 dot. A 7 crack. Everybody, what is that? You know what that is. Drawing for myself. That is a 4 bam. We need 5 through 9. 2 bam. What is that? What is that? 6 crack. Drawing for myself. I drew a 3 bam. Fumble fingers. Don't need it. Discard. My 3 opponents are drawn. I think at this point I ran out of quick draws and I was having to actually stack them in my hand so I can set them down properly. 5 bam. We needed 2. We already have 2. 9 dot. South wind. 4 dot. My 3 opponents. 7 dot. Man, it poured down rain here in Texas today. My backyard is a lake. 3 dot. I drew something. I think it was a wind. 7 dot. Flower. Today was my first Monday as unemployed. Y'all please say a prayer that I get a job soon. I think I told you my employer passed away last week. And with his passing, it is also the demise of his business. So I'm looking for a job. Did I just forget to draw for myself? It sure looks like I forgot to draw for myself. Only the tape will know. 9 dot, discard, drawing 3 from my opponents. 5 dot. 3 crack. I'm speeding up now. What is that? 8 crack. 8 bam. We're going to call him. I think we call him because we've got jokers to do so. Do we call him? Yeah, I'm putting him on the exposure table with a joker. So we got a pair of 5s, a pong of 6s, a pair of 7s, a pong of 8s. All we need is a kong of 9s, and all we have is 1 joker. It's going to be a miracle. Don't forget, if you're playing solo Mahj, you want to win, so to speak, before you make 24 discards. I think at this point, I don't see a double stack back there of discards, so we might not even be at 16 or 18 yet. So if all we need is a kong of 9s, and we know that 2 have already been discarded, we know that we have to hope we get 2 and another joker. My draw now is a soap or white dragon. Don't need that. My 3 opponents are drawing now. What is that? What? 8 bam. 4 bam. 8 dot. Don't need any. Oh, I'm doing a simulation here. So I have a pong of 8 bams on my exposure table. There's a joker in there. So I'm taking that joker and moving it because I'm doing a simulation here. This opponent that discarded an 8 bam, they had an 8 bam. I had a joker on my exposed pong. She did a joker exchange. So that was my simulation I was going to do for you. And I just discarded a 6 crack, drew and discarded a 6 crack. And yes, I do understand that every time I draw, I must rack. There's an 8 and I'm so happy. I understand that every time you draw a tile, you must rack immediately in order to call the discarded previous tile dead. I understand that, and I need to stay in the habit of it. But keep in mind, don't let anybody bark at you that you're not doing it right. You must rack, you must rack, you must. You rack for your own help. If you choose not, yes, we got a joker. So now we need either 2 9 bams or 1 9 bam and or 4 jokers. I just don't think there's 4 jokers left out there. But don't let anybody be nasty to you about not immediately racking. Just know you do it at your own demise. If you don't rack and you miss out on the tile you drew from the wall and you might need that tile, if you don't rack it, it's possible somebody could suddenly at the last nanosecond claim that previously discarded tile, and you're going to have to put that tile back because you did not rack it. So just keep in mind, you want to rack the moment you draw from the wall. Did that really just happen? That really just happened. So all we need is, and I really don't think there's another joker out there, but there is 2 more 9 bams. So that's all we need to finish this hand. Okay, my opponents drew a flower, a 6 dot, and a white dragon. Now it's time to draw for myself. 6 dot. Now my opponents draw. And we're at the point now where if one of my opponents pulls that 9 bam, we can call Mahjong. Absolutely, we can call it. I just drew a 9 bam. There we are. And looking at the stack behind me, I think we did it just in time. I'm pointing at it because we did it just in time. I think we did it like at 20 discards. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope it was helpful. We did go just a little bit faster. I'm going to pick up the card or the phone so you can see the hand. And you see all those discards back there. Pair of 5s, a pong of 6, a pair of 7, a pong of 8, and a kong of 9. And one of my gentle subscribers has asked that I do Siamese Mahjong. I will absolutely do that, but I'm going to do it with a friend because, bye-bye. Siamese Mahjong with just one person, that might be weird. Have a good weekend.